What's up, guys? Good morning. Welcome back to the channel. We are out here at Glamis Fab once again for President's Day weekend. This is day one. I'm going to bring you guys footage from every single day that we're here. I'm going to try to do some daily uploads. I do want to say welcome to all my new subscribers. Thank you guys so much for clicking that subscribe button. We really appreciate it. And thank you guys so much for watching all the Razzle videos, man. You guys are crushing it for me. So I really appreciate that. So like I said, we're out here at Glamis Fab doing our thing, and we're gonna walk in. It's bright and early as usual, and we got Can-Ams and razors stacked up. So this is a Can-Am, another one with a bent arm. Brandon's underneath right now torching it. They're putting our gusset kit on.
Before the bend.
Before the bend. This one's bent. Oh, both are before the bend?
Before the bend.
Not smart man.
Right,
smart man.
No, they're family. They gotta know.
Get them done. Yes. Yeah, smart. Get them done before they bend. Awesome. So yeah, we're just gonna add our gusset kit. Brandon's under there torching the paint off, getting them welded up. And this is the first customer for us for President's Weekend. Leto's here, Brandon's here, Dave's over there. And we have no Joe this weekend, so it's gonna be a little hectic, but I think we can work it out. So you guys stick around, I'm gonna bring you everything we can. Here we go. Yeah.
Are we on the air?
Ruh-roh. Hi guys, another Can-Am in. These guys did a cage and they added a bunch of tubing, and it forced a bunch of load up into the cage here and just broke these welds. These guys added gussets here. Their welds held. The gussets that they added are really nice, but if you can see from down there, the tubing on these things is just so thin and so small, it just won't handle any load. And this is the upper shock mount, so it's cracked all the way inside there, out here, and it got it on both sides. You guys are gusseting these cars and making them stronger. You got to make everything stronger, not just the chassis here. You know, you got to remember, if you strengthen the chassis here, it's going to transfer the load further up, and it should transfer it up here. But you can see from the rust that these welds didn't penetrate very well here either. Whoever built this cage, you can see it's cracking all the way around, and it's been cracking for a while. That's why it's rusty. So we're gonna get it in the shop. We'll get it torched off and get Brandon on the MIG and get this thing fixed up. Another one back in the dunes. All right, so then we're pulling this Can-Am in now, and we've got my radiator up here on the bench. We're gonna go ahead and bang this out now while it's slow before it gets too busy. I'm gonna prep these fittings, get these cut off, and then since Brandon's here and he's our TIG welder extraordinaire, we're gonna go ahead and prep this for him and get it ready, and then I'll have Brandon TIG it right here on the bench. My radiator will be done. I can go put it back in the car and not have to worry about it all weekend, and start to get busy here, guys. Okay, well, I got these fittings prepped. What these were is, these were the ones from CBM that you press into the water pump. Unfortunately, they didn't just have any -16 weld-in bungs, so I had one already, bought another one. Got it prepped. I'm gonna sit these up here, and then Brandon will come over here and TIG weld these on for me. I'll let him finish doing the prep work to see how he wants it to be able to weld them. But yeah, guys, this thing's all done, and Brandon's over here welding up on this other Can-Am. So see what he did here. So we got that done. I'll show him the crack that's still in there. That looks good. And then he's over on this side. Like I said before in the past, guys, I can weld, I can stick pieces of metal together, but Brandon is a welder. That's what he does. So if he's available to do it, I'd much rather have him do it. So we're gonna get this done, and we'll get another Can-Am back in the dunes. All right, well, Brandon got this side welded up. Had to stack it there because it was cracked here and cracked down below. Got it welded up inside there. This is obviously going to have to get retriangulated somehow or figure out a way to transfer less load here. This is probably honestly what's killing it. This is trying to transfer the load up into the cage, and with it being gusseted here, it won't let it, so it's just going to break at the weakest point. I would imagine if you make this gusset smaller, that it might transfer the load a little bit better. That would be a question for Fab. Fortunately, he's not here, and I'm no tubing expert, but I know enough. Brandon's just about done welding this side up, and we'll move on to the next one. All right, guys, got this little Hayabusa powered car. Needs some welding in the back over here, so I'm gonna have him push it in the small side, and I'll lay underneath there and get this thing welded up. All right, guys, well, I got this little red car welded up, got his crack fixed, and get him back in the dunes. He can, like you said, make his morning ride. Brandon's over there welding my radiator, so we'll get that put away when it's done, and starting to get busy. All right, guys, well, Brandon did his magic on my radiator, got my AN fittings in. So when you're welding these aluminum radiators, you're never going to get it as good as it was when it was first welded, because the aluminum's impregnated with coolant from me running it so many years. So all you can do is clean it the best you can. Brandon did a great job. Did good enough for who it's for. It's for me. So I'll get my AN stuff done, and man, he just knocked it out of the park. So get this back home, get it back in my car, and get me back in the dunes. All right, well, we got this Razor Pro XP in next. The arm was bent, and shock mount's ripped up. I went ahead and torched it off, and I'm gonna grab the wand and weld that thing back together. All right, guys. Hey, no problem, man. Got that one welded up, and we'll get him back in the dunes. These guys will have a good time. Another Razor. What else? Banging stuff over there. Studs in that car. And we got a YXZ. Yeah, it looks good. YXZ coming in with a bent tie rod. All right, guys. So as usual, we torched the tie rod, bent it back straight. Brandon's going to grab some angle iron, throw it on there, weld it up, and this one will be back in the dunes. We're going to go outside and check out Danny's car and check out these new wheels he's got. So let's roll out here and have a look. So Danny's the guy that we built the twin turbo Honda car for. That car's for his wife. This is Danny's car. This is his buckshot. Check out these freaking wheels, dude. Dang. So this is Danny's big car. Makes 1800-ish horsepower, LS3. Big sequential. Who makes the wheels? Price, and where are they at?
They're out of Mesa, Arizona.
So this is the first set of wheels they've made for a big car, right? So you're doing all the testing for them, R&D'ing them now?
Yep, he was trying to get into the big car game, and we had him made a set. Buckshot's 5 on 5.5. So we're doing that. We're also doing a set of inners that's wide 5, because we're going to be going to Gear 1 super greaser hubs.
Right.
So we'll just be able to pop the center out, pop the new center in, and go.
Cool. Yeah, these things are badass. I love them. So, you guys looking for some custom wheels? Price? Did they do the powder coating for you, or did you send them out?
They are doing the powder coating.
Sweet. So, Price and Mesa, give them a call, guys. All right, starting to get stacked up in here. Brandon's welding on the tank. Got a muffler to do afterwards. Then I'm working on this little Pinot car. I call it a Pinot car because it's got a Thunderbird motor in it. So I'm gonna change the fuel filter in this thing and see if it's a fuel delivery problem. It runs, but it's not running that great. So we'll give it a roll, see what happens. All right, guys. So we got another one out here. Like I told you, we're gonna start seeing these more and more and more. Speed UTV number 319 with the white carbon fiber body. This thing's pretty sick. It's an El Jefe 4-seater. Got single dash in the front. Not a lot of accessories in this one. No stereo, kind of a base model, but it says he lost a belt, so he's looking for a speed belt. I think we might have some, but here's another one out in the dunes, guys. All right, boys, well, we're back on this car. I changed the fuel filter. That didn't fix it. It still sounded like a fuel delivery problem, so we decided to throw a pump at it. We cleared it with the owner because, you know, there's no guarantees. I didn't want to put a $500 or $400 pump in this car and it not be the problem. And I pulled the pump off, got the new one out, and sure as can be, I'm gonna take you guys out here in the light, see if you can see this. That's the inlet of the pump, completely blocked. So it made 50 pounds of fuel pressure, just didn't make enough volume because the pump's clogged. So we're gonna throw a Bosch in there, and that should fix this car right up. All right, well, it's been kind of a hectic day. Haven't had much time to film. Brandon's getting over here with a TIG for something. What are we TIGging on, Brandon? Oh, just a crack in a pinhole there. Okay, normally we wouldn't do that on the car, but it's gonna have to give it a whirl. If it starts pushing coolant out, then. Oh, it's below. Oh, okay, cool. All right, so he'll get that wrapped up and we'll keep jamming. All right, Brandon's on the welding table, taking some stuff up over there, aluminum. And we got a Can-Am in that sheared the front axle off in the diff. So we're gonna try to weld, the slide into the slide hammer to it, try to yank it out of there. So we'll get this thing jacked up and see how it goes. All right, guys, well, that's gonna wrap it up for today's video. Unfortunately, I forgot, as usual, we get so busy at the end of the day, I forgot to shoot an outro, but that's day one. I know this video is not very long. I got caught up on one car today and I didn't have time to film. Tomorrow's video, I'll have a bunch of time lapse in it. I'm gonna set up a couple GoPros and let them run all day. So again, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate you guys helping me hit 10,000 subscribers. I love the fact that you guys are liking, sharing, subscribing. I really appreciate it. And as always, guys, make sure you give us a like and a subscribe, and we will see you in the dunes.